Shalom, y'all. See y'all. Shout barakatah to the brothers online. Shout salam, shamar, ilatam, ba'ashim, y'all. Shout to the sisters online. This is the I.S.U.P.K Tuesday, I.S.U.P.K Atlanta Tuesday Brotherhood class. I'm the commander, Yahanna. Sorry, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Before we go ahead and get into my topic, do anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? I know last week we had I think it was young man Quinn asked a question about Jew, right? So I'm gonna give you the full understanding of Jew. So somebody pulled Jew 1 and 9. Read the verse that he had a question on. Yeah, go ahead.
You said Jude. I'm not sure if that was me who asked that question.
It was somebody. You know, it was somebody asked a question about was Moses' body. Anybody remember that? Anybody know what that? We just gonna go to it anyway. Just go to that Jude 1 and 9. I know somebody asked a question about Moses' body. Was it? I forget what the topic was, but they asked something about Moses' body. And I said that was his physical body. So we're gonna go ahead and get a breakdown of that. So go to Jude 1 and 9.
Another one.
And read it when you got it.
Count out of one time. The book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 9. Yet Michael, the archangel, when contended with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses. Durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke thee.
Right, you understand. So somebody asked a question. I forget who it was, but somebody asked a question about Moses' body. Was it like symbolic for Israel or something like that? You know what I mean? So we're going to get the understanding of Jude. Go up to verse what? Let me give you read verse 6. Go to verse 6.
Count out of one time. Book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
Right, you know when it say angels, we're not talking about actual angels. We're talking about the sons of God. You know what I mean? The sons of Adam. Keep going.
Count out of one time. Verse 7. Even if Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
Right. So this is talking about, you know what I mean, homosexuality. You know what I mean, going after strange flesh that's of your own kind. You understand? Man with man, woman with woman. You understand? The Lord saved them for the great day, suffering vengeance for eternal life, man. You understand? Keep going. Oh, Slakia, eternal fire. Slakia.
I don't want time. Verse 8. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities.
Right, what does it mean to speak evil of dignities? You know filthy dreamers, like Martin Luther King, man. Now, when people think that's dreaming that one day we're going to get along with our oppressors, our enemies. You know what I mean? But what does it mean to speak evil of dignity? Nobody knows what it means to speak evil of dignities. Dignities.
Count out of one time. Slakia.
Go ahead.
Would that mean to speak evil of right doing right, or righteousness?
You on to it. What's a dignity? Go ahead.
So do that go into like how you just use the example of Martin Luther King, like how the Lord say, be a holy, thou be a holy bit. Martin Luther King speaking evil against God, word saying join hand in hand. Like,
you on to
you
it.
on to it. You on to it.
Okay, it says
Okay, it says
despise
despise
dominion. You know what I
dominion.
mean?
You know what I mean?
They despise
They despise
rulership. You
rulership.
understand?
You understand? They
They
despise
leadership. You know what I mean?
leadership.
They
You know what I mean? They
despise order.
despise order.
So when you speak
So when you
evil
speak
of it, that's
evil of
people
it, that's
speaking
people
evil
speaking
of,
evil of,
Commander
you know,
General
Commander
Yahanna, man.
General Yahanna, man.
You know what I mean? The
You know what I mean? The
I.S.U.P.K. You
I.S.U.P.K.
speaking,
You speaking,
you
you know,
speaking
you
evil
speaking
of
evil of
the ones that were
the ones
setting
that were
order
setting order
over blacks,
over
Hispanics, and
blacks,
Native
Hispanics, and
Americans.
Native Americans.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
That's what that's
what
talking
that's
about. But
talking
now we about
about.
to
But
get
now we
into
about to
verse
get
9
into
of what
verse
it's
9
talking
of what
about.
it's
So
talking
all this
about.
is
So all
building
this is
up
building
to
up
verse 9,
to verse
and then it
9,
goes to
and then it
verse
goes
10.
to verse 10.
So go to verse
So
9.
go to verse 9.
Another one time. Read 1 and 9. Did Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke thee.
Right. So when
Right.
it was
So when
coming
it was
to
coming to the body of Moses,
what did Michael
what
want
did
to do
Michael
with the
want to
body
do
of
with the
Moses?
body of Moses?
And what did
And
Satan
what
want
did
to do
Satan
with
want
the
to do
body
with
of
the
Moses?
body of
Anybody
Moses?
know?
Anybody know?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think what Michael wanted to do was he wanted to give Moses like a honorable, I guess an honorable funeral, I guess, and the devil was pretty much like want to do that.
I wouldn't use
I wouldn't
funeral,
use
He wanted to
funeral,
honor him
but
out of respect.
okay, you
okay,
right.
you
I
right.
wouldn't use
I
funeral,
wouldn't
but
use
you
funeral,
right.
but you right. But
what was it
what
that he
was
was
it
trying
that
to
he was
do
trying
to
to
honor
do
him?
to honor
You
him?
know what I mean?
You know what I mean? It was something
You got to be real
specific. You got to be real
specific.
specific.
Michael was trying to
Michael
do
was trying to
something
do
with the
something
body.
with the
And
body.
Satan
And
was
Satan,
stopping. Go ahead.
go ahead. It became a stumbling block because Moses wasn't allowed to see the kingdom, and Michael wanted to bury him inside the kingdom.
Like take his body inside the kingdom.
I just fixed the echo. Somebody said it was an echo. I went ahead and fixed that, the water for that. But you said that he was trying to do what? Take him to the kingdom.
I mean to the promised land, so it's like I think is that like
Right.
like
Michael was trying to have Moses. You know, Moses didn't get to see the promised land. You know what I mean? You got some.
Yeah, somebody got a question online.
All right, hold on, real quick. I'm answering this question.
Oh, cool.
Well, Michael the angel, the archangel, he was trying to take the body of Moses and bury it in the promised land. You know what I mean? Because you know Moses and the people that was with Moses didn't get to see it except what? Joshua and Caleb. You understand? So Moses didn't get to see the promised land. You know what I mean? So Michael, after it was done, when Moses died, Michael was trying to take his body into the promised land, but Satan didn't want him to. You know what I mean? Satan was trying to battle to not to. Satan made up in his mind that Moses was not worthy to be in the promised land. Do anybody know why Satan thought that, or why Moses didn't get this? Better question: why did Moses didn't get to see the promised land? Anybody know?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Is it because he was counted as the rest of the house of Israel didn't make it in because of the sins of the ancestor that left out of Egypt? Salaki.
All right, say that one more time.
Is it because when he took the children of Israel out of Egypt, is it because of the sin of the house of Israel that they committed in the wilderness that he didn't make it in? Him being included of the whole body, because they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years.
So you saying because of he was over Israel because of them sinning? You saying he didn't make it in because of their sins, because of them sinning? Sound like crap.
And also his sin as well because he hit the rock when he was told to talk to it.
And because he hit the rock, okay. It's not because of Israel's sins, but it do deal with him hitting the rock. But it wasn't because he hit the rock. The Lord told him to do it. You know what I mean? But you on to it. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Anybody else want to give a shot? Why Moses didn't get to make it into the promised land? Go ahead. It has to do with him hitting the rock. You know what I mean?
Is it because he didn't hit the rock in the Most High name?
Right. Like when Moses hit the rock, he took the glory for it. You know what I mean? He got tired of Israel. So when he hit the rock and the water started coming out, instead of giving glory to the Lord, he took the glory for it. You know what I mean? He gave himself the glory. And that was the only wrongdoing that Moses did, you know what I mean, while the Lord was dealing with him on being over Israel. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he wasn't able to see the promised land. So Satan, that's what Satan was saying. Satan was trying to not get Moses to be in to take his body into you know, be buried in the promised land. And since read verse 9 again, young man Quentin.
Jude 1 and 9. Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke thee.
Right, so the purpose of this verse is, you know, we read the other verses all above what people in the world do. You know what I mean? Evil, wicked people do. They despise the men. You know, they speak evil on, you know, on dignities, man. You know what I mean? They like to speak evil on us. But what we supposed to do is not do that back. You know what I mean? Michael, he could have said all types of things about how Satan is evil. But it said what? He didn't bring up a railing accusation against Satan, man. You know what I mean? That's what you call being seasoned in your speech. Being seasoned in how you battle people. You know what I mean? You don't bring up evil things to them. You just battle them straight on with the scriptures, man. You know what I mean? That's how Michael did. Michael didn't say, Satan, you devil, you evil, this, you that. No, you know what I mean? He just said, the Lord rebuke you, man. You understand? That's how you're supposed to win over a conversation. Not like how other people do, speaking evil of dignity, speaking evil of us. You know what I mean? Saying things that ain't got nothing to do with the topic. You trying to bash somebody's character, man. You know what I mean? Michael the archangel didn't do it. That's how we gotta be. You know what I mean? If you know somebody doing evil, just deal with the scriptures and what the scriptures say. You ain't gotta tell them, well, you do this and you did it. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta do that. Go on to the next verse.
Jude 1 and 10. But these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally, as brute beast. In those things they correct themselves.
Right, you understand? They speak evil, man. They speak evil of the things that they don't know about. That's what they do. But when you do know, you don't speak evil, man. You know what I mean? You can win over a conversation. You can argue. You can go to a battle with somebody, and at the end of the battle, you can get them to agree with you. You know what I mean? You can argue with a devil, and at the end of the battle, you can get the devil to agree with you. You know what I mean? If a devil comes to you, be like, you're a racist, you're a racist. You know what I mean? Rather than going that route with them, you don't even got to say you're a racist. You can say, well, y'all people done did multiple crimes throughout 400 years against my people, man. You understand? Like, we deserve some type of, you know what I mean, some type of justice for what's been going on to the black community. So where at the end of the conversation, that devil be like, well, you're right. You know what I mean? You're not a racist. You actually just right. You know what I mean? That's how you're supposed to be. You understand? But that's what that was talking about. That was actually Moses' physical body that it was talking about. You said you had a question? Somebody had a question?
Yeah.
Hold on, give me one. All right, go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, young man, Willie.
I got a question about the scripture we just went over in verse 9. Can you give me the precept where Moses did it in his name and not the Most High's name?
I'll have to find. I'll try to find it before you at the class, or like at the end of class. Or if not, I'll just find it and I'll shoot you a text of it. Go ahead.
Online for D. Lambert Sanders asking that, is that true that I.S.U.P.K are support of people getting vaccinated?
Yes, I.S.U.P.K does now. If you don't want to get vaccinated, you don't want to. You mean you ain't got to. You know what I mean? You probably just want your child to die, just like General Muhammad said. But yes, we got vaccinated. You know what I mean? When you go to school, the school requires you to get some vaccinations for your child to be in school, man. You vaccinate your dog, don't you? When you get a puppy, you give it what, the dog, the parvo shot. There's multiple shots. It's 3 times you gotta go within the weeks of when you get a dog to get them vaccinated. You do that, don't you? You know what I mean? What's the big idea about getting vaccinated, man? That's just some conspiracy theorist person that come up with saying, oh, well, vaccinations cause this and vaccinations cause that. You know what I mean? That's nonsense, man. You know what I mean? I got vaccinated. Most of the brothers that's my age, around my age, got vaccinated, man. Ain't nothing wrong with us. You know what I mean? I know what it do though. Now that I got vaccinated, I won't be getting polio. You know what I mean? I won't be getting measles. You know what I mean? So, what, if they come out with a coronavirus vaccination, what, you're not going to take it? Well, then you probably going to be the one during corona season that's going to catch the coronavirus. You know what I mean? So, there's nothing wrong with vaccinations, man. You got to stop listening to spook conspiracy theorists that say vaccinations cause this and vaccinations cause that. You know what I mean? That's nonsense, man. You know what I mean? They don't have no physical evidence that back this. It's just a theory. They think in their mind, like their child become autism or autistic or something like that, and they think in their mind, well, it didn't start happening until he got a vaccination. Well, you can easily say it didn't start happening until he ate a banana. You know what I mean? You see how nonsense that makes? It didn't start happening until he went to the first grade. So now every time you go to the first grade, you start to get autism. You know what I mean? Like, that's nonsense, man. You know what I mean? But yes, you can get vaccinations. There's nothing wrong with vaccinations, man. You understand? We're going to go into my day's topic, though, which is, you know what I mean, the black and Hispanic family getting back together, man. You know what I mean? Getting in order. You understand? Because the devil done did a number on the black family, man. You understand? Oh, yeah. The devil done, just write it on where it say young man. The devil done did, the devil meaning the Caucasian man, he done did a number on the black family, and he's the main reason of why we destroyed. But it's up to us to get it, to defeat that and come back together, man. You understand? So I'm going to go on a topic on that. Give me Genesis, we're going to start at Genesis 3 and 1. Somebody pull Genesis 3 and 1. And you said, Salakia, go ahead.
This young man, Willie. I wanted to ask you about that vaccine. I got a question about that vaccine. Could we use Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 10 for that vaccine for people that, you know, want a conspiracy theory to vaccine?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die. Shalom.
And you said that was what verse?
That was Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 10.
Right, you can use that one, and then you can also use Ecclesiasticus 38 and 12. You understand? You can use Ecclesiasticus 38 and 12. Pull that real quick, too. You can definitely use that as a precept.
I got Ecclesiasticus 38 and 12.
Right, go ahead.
Then give place to the physician, for the Lord has created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him.
Right, you understand? That's a physician, man. Those are doctors, man. If the doctors tell you got to do something, so in your benefit, you got to give reverence to that. You can't just, you know, you got a lot of black people, and that's the problem with this whole vaccination bull crap. A lot of black people is just scared to go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Black people got in their mind, like, when they go to the doctor, it's just the worst thing. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with going to the doctor. You should go to the doctor and get some daily checks, yearly checkups. Make sure everything is all right. You know what I mean? But it's a stigma in black people where we scared to go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Either we think that there's something going to be wrong with us, or, you know what I mean, we feel like we wouldn't have the money to pay it. You know what I mean? Like, in black people's minds, they think that they healthy until they go to the doctor. I heard so many people say, well, I'm healthy, everything been fine, but as soon as I went to the doctor, they told me I had this, and then everything started going wrong. You know what I mean? That don't make no sense, man. You know what I mean? You got to give reference to the physician, to the doctor. They help, you know what I mean, keep you alive, man. You understand? Like, if you break a leg, you know what I mean, you're not going to go to the doctor then? You know what I mean? Like, people break a leg, they'll be the first one in the doctor. You know what I mean? They catch the coronavirus, you're going to be the first one going to the doctor, man. But when it comes to something else, you don't want to go. You know what I mean? That's nonsense, man. You know what I mean? Don't pay no attention to that. Go ahead.
I mean, if I could, say, isn't that the same as like, you know, when you be that smoked out, you know what I'm saying? Smoke your lungs out, burn your lungs out, or you be that AF all that stuff, you got diabetes, you know what I'm saying? You go to the doctor, let them stick you and give you all that medicine then, though, right?
Right, exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's a bunch of nonsense, man. You understand? Somebody just called in, though, before I go to my topic. Somebody just called in. You doing to Wild Warrior? All right, somebody else called in?
Salaki, Quint, and my ribs tonight.
All right, Most High in Christ. Y'all doing too well?
We're doing well.
All right, Most High in Christ.
Salaki, sir.
Yeah, somebody else called in?
Young man, Brian.
All right, I got you down too. You doing too well, Warrior?
Yeah, I'm doing all good at all.
All right, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. All right, somebody got that for me, Genesis 3 and 1?
I got.
Oh, somebody else called in? Hold on. Somebody said Salakia?
Yes, Salaki.
Yes, sir.
Shalom, yeah.
Go ahead. Who was that?
The Trooper Gashan called in from Greensboro.
All right, somebody else called in? I think I heard a sister.
Anna.
All right, I got you down. Most High in Christ.
Most High in Christ.
All right, somebody got that from me, Genesis, 3 and 1? All right, go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made.
Right, you understand? So now we talking about the serpent. We all know who the serpent is, right? Nobody need a breakdown on who the serpent is, right? We all know the serpent is what we call the white man right now, man. You understand? He was a serpent in the garden. He's the spirit of Cain, man. You understand? He's that from Cain to the white man. That's the spirit of this serpent that you see right now in the garden. You understand? Well, go ahead. Keep reading.
And he said unto the woman, yeah, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Right, now, does anybody know why the serpent went to the woman and asked the woman this? Why he didn't ask Adam this? Because this is the start of black people's problems, man. This is the start of why the black community is destroyed. You understand? Go ahead.
Because she was a weaker vessel.
Right, you understand? The white man know is, even now in today's time, the white man knows that the black woman is the weaker vessel. If you would have went to Adam would have been like, you know what I mean? Get the hell out of my face. You know what I mean? So he got to go to the woman, which is the weaker vessel, and put him against Adam. Put her against Adam. Just like how the white man do today. You know what I mean? The white man puts the black woman against the black man. You understand? The white man try to find all types of ways to give the black woman power, and then make an agenda, you know what I mean, or a stigma to say that black men are wrong. There's something wrong with black men to get them to go against the black man. You know what I mean? That's how the serpent operates. That's how the white man operates, man. That's why you got your Gayle Kings and your Oprah Winfreys. You know what I mean? Like Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey, what do? They do nothing but destroy black men. You know what I mean? Like R. Kelly did what he did. It's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. But they make a documentary about it. You know what I mean? Bill Cosby did what he did. They make a documentary about it. But Weinstein, Epstein, what's his name? Weinstein? You know what I mean? Weinstein, the one that they got pictures with, he just got sentenced to what? How much years he got?
25.
Like 25 years for raping all them girls and molesting all them girls in Hollywood. You know what I mean? They ain't make no documentary about it. They ain't say nothing. They've been quiet about that, man. You know what I mean?
And Flo Mayweather daughter, she faced 99 years in prison for allegedly stabbing somebody.
You know what I mean? Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these things. Anytime it's up with black people, they use the black woman to try to tear them down. You know what I mean? But when a white man do it, you know what I mean, when the oppressor do it, it's like it just goes under, it gets swept under the rug. You know what I mean? This is what the white man knows, man. To pit the black woman against the man. You understand? To tell the black, like you gotta understand the serpent, the devil today, he said that only way that woman can get welfare is if you put the man out the house, man. You understand? You gotta understand that that's a tactic, a trap devised to destroy the black family, man. To get the black woman to hate the man. And the black woman mom, when she hear that, well, the only reason why I ain't getting no money is because this nigga in the house. You know what I mean? That automatically puts a stigma to have an enmity between the black man and the black woman, Hispanic man and Hispanic woman, man. You understand? And this is what the serpent know. That's why he went to Eve, man. You understand? Keep going. And then, well, as a matter of fact, keep reading. keep going.
Verse 3. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Right now, Eve said that God said in the you know what I mean, in the fruit, in the tree in the midst of the garden, you can't eat of it unless you touch it, you die. Who told her that? How did she know that? Did God tell her that? Go ahead. Right, Adam told you that, man. That goes to show you there's an order, man. The Lord deals with the man, and the man teaches the woman. You understand? But she knew, from being taught by Adam, she knew that she should not eat of this tree, which we know is doctrine. She should not take this doctrine, man. What this devil is trying to trick her into telling her, she should not accept it. She should say no. You know what I mean? She should say, I'm going to talk to my husband first. You know what I mean? That's how a black woman got to be today. You don't just listen to what somebody's telling you. You listen to what your husband telling you, especially if he's righteous. Now, if he's wicked and you in the truth, you know you don't do no wickedness. You know what I mean? You still got to listen to him, but when it comes to some sinning, you ain't got to do that. But that's what the woman's supposed to be doing, man. Giving reverence to her husband. Always checking with her husband, man. Always asking her husband, is it okay? Is this right? You know what I mean? That's the mentality that a woman has to have, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die.
Right, you understand? And that's just like the white man. You know what I mean? We got a ways that set up that black, Hispanic, Native Americans, people should be, a culture that we got to follow. But the white man tell you, well, you can follow this other culture. You ain't going to die. You know what I mean? You can do what I tell you to do. It ain't going to hurt you. You know what I mean? He's tricking her, man. You understand? Because in his mind is to attack the black man. You understand? He knows that the man is the one with the power. So he's going to try to figure out a way to get to the black man. You understand? And use his woman against him. You understand? And that's a problem, man. You know what I mean? You got some of the strongest cats, you know what I mean? Some of the strongest men that's out there that just, you know what I mean, just nobody want to mess with, you know what I mean? You talk about him, they like, I don't know about that cat. That cat, he tough. You know what I mean? But come to find out, he end up, you know what I mean, acting all emotional and going crazy over a woman, man. You know what I mean? His woman's the one where he just fold up like a teddy bear because it's woman. You know what I mean? That's how you get to the man. You know what I mean? The woman. Because that's the one where the man is being sensitive with. That's the one where the man is being at his vulnerable state with. Because, you know what I mean? Loving his woman. You understand? And that's what the devil knows, man. You understand? That's what the devil knows. Because it ain't wrong for a man to be, you know, timid and nice with his woman. He's supposed to be. You know what I mean? But he knows that little bit of, I won't call it a weakness, but that little bit of, you know, area right there, that's where he tries to attack, man. To try to put the black woman against the man. And being a man, you got to realize this. You got to understand that, you know what I mean, the white man is trying to use your woman to go against you. So it's up to you to be with the utmost strength. Men of war, you know what I mean? That's what we teach men in here, how to deal with that. You understand? But keep going.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 5. For God doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as God, knowing good and evil.
Right, you understand? The devil tricked her into thinking that when you learn this other culture, you're going to know more. You know what I mean? We didn't need to know these other cultures, man. Well, we need to know how to be a homosexual. We need to know how to smoke weed. That's stuff that we don't need to know, man. You understand? We don't need to know that evil doings. You understand? We just need to know what the Lord taught us, man. And that's all you need. You don't need nobody else's culture, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise.
Right, stop right there. Now, ain't that just like the black woman? You know what I mean? Now, obviously, it's not the sisters in the school. You know what I mean? Sisters in the schools is righteous sisters, man. You understand? Give them a hand. You understand? Sisters in the I.S.U.P.K school is righteous sisters, man. You know what I mean? One of a kind. But Women out in the world, Eve out in the world, man, and that's just like them. They see something that they want. Ooh, I gotta have it. Ooh, it's so, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of times black men need to be controlling the money, man. You know what I mean? Sisters will be spending all their money up on shoes that they never wear. You know what I mean? Everybody know they got their wife in the house with a whole bunch of shoes she bought that she ain't put on not once, man. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of, stuff that she bought that she never wears, man. You understand? But that's how women is. They see something good, this look good, it look okay, they gotta have it. You know what I mean? They can't say no. They can't resist it. You know what I mean? Especially with sisters today in this world, man. You understand? But that's just how the devil got her, man. Showed her something, she like, okay, that seemed good, you know what I mean? In her mind, she thinking she about to be equal to Adam, man. She about to be equal to a man. And that's how women get tricked now. What, they want to be equal to the man. You know what I mean? They believe 50-50. You know what I mean? That's what they believe now. And that's what the devil today put on her, man. Oh yeah, you ain't gotta be under him. You could be equal to him. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make you make more money, so he'll be under you. You know what I mean? That's how they fall for it, man. Trying to be equal to a man. If you're a woman, you shouldn't want to be equal to a man. You know what I mean? It should disgust you to be equal to a man. You understand? Because if you start to try to talk like you equal to a man, then that means that whatever a man go through, you should be able to deal with too. And that's not always the case. You know what I mean? You see a lot of times now, we don't advocate violence and it's wrong. But a lot of times, you know what I mean? You get a woman that start to hit on a man and start to fight a man outside, and all of a sudden the man gets tired of it and turn around and knock her out. You know what I mean? That's what it means to be equal to a man. You know what I mean? You want to be equal to a man. You know what I mean? Now, we don't advocate violence. You shouldn't be hitting nobody, you know what I mean? Women shouldn't be hitting a man, and man shouldn't be hitting a woman. But that's what you mean. That's what you start to get into when you talk about being equal to a man. You understand? Women should not want to be equal to a man. But that's what she sold Eve, man. And that's what the white man sell our sisters to nowadays. To try to be equal to him, man. You understand? Jump down to, wait, is that it? Keep reading on that. Actually, it's more on verse 6. Keep reading on verse 6.
Oh, God. He took of the fruit thereof and did eat. He gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Right, and that's just like today's day, man. You know what I mean? Your woman, sweet talking you into doing something you shouldn't do, man. That's what happened to Adam. Adam was wrong for listening to her. Eve wasn't the only one wrong in this situation. That's why in the I.S.U.P.K, we want strong men, man. You understand? We don't want no weak cowards, man. You understand? Because you got to stand up to your woman when she's doing wrong. That's what Adam should have did. But Adam, having his woman, trusting in his woman, he did it too, man. You know what I mean? He started following other people's cultures too. But that's how the devil knows how to get to the black man. You know what I mean? How your woman start whining to you, crying, doing this and that, and the man is like, all right, okay, it's all right. You know what I mean? You can't be like that, man. If it's wicked, you got to say no to it. You got to stand for righteousness, man. You got to stand for it. You can't cave her in. You can't cave in, man. You understand? Give me jump down to verse 13. No, let me see. Jump down to verse 15.
Oh, God. The book of Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Right, you understand? This is a precept that's showing that the white man is the devil, man. He's that serpent. You understand? Because when it came to Esau and Jacob, is that not what happened? You understand? And it's an enmity, man. You know what I mean? We are two different nations. You understand? Esau is the progenitor of Edomites, you know what I mean? The so-called Caucasians right now. You know what I mean? And Jacob is the progenitor of the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, the Israelites, man. And what he prophesied, what was prophesied to them, is what happened with Esau and Jacob, man. You understand? Showing you that Esau is the serpent's seed, man. You know what I mean? That's his people, this serpent. You understand? The most subtle beast of the field, man. is not the white man the most subtle beast of the field, man? White man don't never go, white man don't ever, you know what I mean, stand up to you face to face like a man. He always find a way to trick you, get you, you know what I mean? He's a cunning hunter, man. He'll find a tactic to trick you up, to slump you up. You know what I mean? One of the main ways he slumped the black man up, not only just with his woman, but that damn weed, man. You know what I mean? I had to say it. That damn weed is the damn devil, man. You know what I mean? What? I heard my parents, or you know what I mean? I heard people call the weed the devil's grass, man. You know what I mean? That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Because weed dociles black men. You know what I mean? Weed make you just sit on the couch and forget about your life, man. You ain't ready to go to war. You ain't ready to battle. You know what I mean? A lot of people thinking, oh, weed come from the Bible, Quinah Bashem, all that nonsense. Man, that garbage is nothing but just dociling you, man. Making you passive, taking you out to fight, man. You know what I mean? You got to ask yourself, if we was going to war, would you want somebody that was high as a kite right next to you? Let's be honest. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want nobody that's high as a kite right next to you. They goofy, man. They might have messed around and left their sword at the house. You know what I mean? Like you like, well, brother, damn. You know what I mean? Salaki, you know, I'm just, you know what I mean? You don't want nobody high next to you in the battle, man. So why do you think you can smoke weed and serve the Lord? You know what I mean? It's nonsense. But yeah, man, the devil finds ways to try to trick you, man, to beguile you, to trick you up. The devil is between the problems that's going on between the black woman and the black man. And that's what we need to realize, first of all, to be able to fix any problems between the black man and the black woman. I mean, a woman got to stop being the damn lapdog for the devil, man. I'm just going to have to say it. You know what I mean? And black men got to stop being damn effeminate by that Christian church, man. You're going to have to man up. You know what I mean? You got to gird your loins. That's what it say. Put on the whole armor of the Lord, man. You understand? Give me, but with that, we're going to drop that. Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. Somebody read it when they got it.
Count out of one kind. 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Right.
And the head.
Keep going. So you said something?
Watch this, right?
Yeah, keep going.
And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Christ is Yahweh.
Right, you understand? Meaning the order is the Most High, then Christ, then the man, you understand, and then the woman, man. You understand? That is the order that needs to happen. You can't have woman over the man. You understand? You can't have men over Christ. That's why all them people that's talking about they don't believe in Christ, good luck to you, man. You know what I mean? May the Lord be with you. Because you ain't about to, what the Christ said, ain't nobody come to the Father but through me. You understand? That's the order, man. You understand? So them trying to take Christ out the picture and talking about they deal with the Most High directly or whatnot. Hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. Because this is the order, you understand? But just like that, a man, you got to put it on. Yeah, you got to put it on. And just like that, though, a woman can't think that she can go over a man. You see, you hear women all the time saying, what? I got a personal relationship with God. You know what I mean? When they say that, that means they don't want to listen to no man. That's really what they're saying. They don't want to hear what no man got to say. You know what I mean? To hell with a man. They Gayle King, man. You know what I mean? Gayle King just came out with a Gayle King just came out with a video she made talking about how the corona, she's scared of the, she happy, first she started off by saying she was happy to be single. You know what I mean? But then she started to get into it. You start to realize that she's scared of the coronavirus because she thinking she might not be able to touch a man no more. You know what I mean? Like that's what a lot of these hoes out here finding themselves out, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Gayle King, she need a man. She's a righteous man too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Gayle King asking for, that's what she doing. She asking for a man. You know what I mean? That's how a lot of these women out here is, man. You understand? Living that lifestyle, thinking that they don't need no man or they don't want to, you know, be under no man or nothing like that, man. Don't be fooled, man. Those hoes is miserable, man. They is absolutely miserable, man. And Gail King came out, and you could just see it in her, bro. She was miserable as all hell, man. You understand? Scared to die alone. That's what they scared of, man. They know that you doing that, you're probably gonna die alone, man. And that's one of the worst things that can happen to them. That's how they feel. You understand? Keep going on that, bro.
Yes, sir.
Or go ahead.
It's so heavy that you bring out that point about Gail King, you know what I'm saying? She went so hard on Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Her little girlfriend went hard on Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Now the Most High got her playing that Al Green in the background. I'm so tired of being alone, so like.
Right, you know what I mean? She said she look in the mirror, man. She look in the mirror. She wake up, look in the mirror. Hi, Gail. How you doing? God damn, boy, you gotta be out your damn mind to look in the mirror. Hi, how you doing? You doing all right? You know what I mean? It's like that damn like the Commander Yahanna said, like the Snow White, that witch on Snow White. Mirror, mirror on the wall. You know what I mean? That's Gail King, man. A wicked witch, man. You know what I mean? Keep going. But we read verse 3. Jump down to verse 7. Give me verse 7.
1 Corinthians 11 and 7. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image of the glory of Yahweh.
Right, you understand? Man ain't supposed to cover their head because we're the glory of the Most High, man. Why would you want to cover your glory? You know what I mean? The Lord put man on here to glorify him, man. You understand? We supposed to be showing the world what the Most High is about, man. How the Most High operate, how he rolls. That's the man's job, man. You understand? Keep going.
But the woman is the glory of the man.
Right, but a woman is the glory of a man. You know what I mean? A lot of people can look at the woman and see how righteous the sister is. How, you know what I mean? How, humble the sister is. How meek the sister is, and be like, but damn, you must got a good husband at home. You know what I mean? They see that, they're like, damn, your husband must be, righteous, boy. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. Woman's supposed to be always trying to reverence their husband, give their husband's glory.
It's so deep what you're saying, like, cause like, you know how we should tell people about the Most High and how we tell how good Yahweh is, right?
Right.
That's how one supposed to talk about her man.
Right, exactly, man. You know what I mean? That's an excellent point. Just like how we glorify the Lord, the woman's supposed to be able to glorify her man the same way. You know what I mean? My other one is this. My other one did it. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be, man. Man's supposed to be able to get glory out of his woman, man. You understand? Not having a woman trying to go up against him and fight him and, you know what I mean, do all types of nonsense, man. That's for what, man? That causes destruction to the black family, man. And your children are seeing that. They watching that, man. You understand? But that's absolutely right. Keep reading.
One out of one kind. 1 Corinthians 11 and 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Right, the man is not of the woman, man. That goes for all them conscious community niggas, man. You know what I mean? Salaki, them conscious community brothers, man. Woman is God. We all come from woman. Woman is no, man. You know what I mean? The woman is of the man. You understand? The Lord brought Adam in the truth first before he brought Eve in it. You know what I mean? Adam was the one that taught Eve, man. It ain't the other way around. A woman don't teach men. You understand? The men teach them. But a woman can teach. She can teach the children, you know what I mean? She can teach other sisters, help other sisters out. You know what I mean? On how to act or what to do.
Right.
Go ahead.
Teach you how to cook.
Right, you know what I mean? Women can have a lot of skills, man. That's the problem with sisters in the world today, which I'm going to get into later. Women got a lot of skill set behind them that a man can never do. But they don't want to use none of them, man. You know what I mean? Women in the world, they don't want to use not a damn one of them skills, man. You understand? But keep going on that.
Out of one kind. Verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Right, the man start right there. The man was not created for the woman. You know what I mean? The Lord gave Adam Eve to help him, man. The woman was created to the man. You know, Christian church don't teach you that. The Christian church make you believe that the man was made for a woman. That's where they come up with that saying, a happy wife, happy life. You know what I mean? Like as if you got to do everything to make your wife happy. And that's the only way you can have a happy life. You know what I mean? That's how you know your Christian pastor don't know a damn thing, man. And they damn sure don't know the Bible. Because the Bible say the woman was created for the man. You understand? To help the man out, to make the man life easier, man. You understand? That's the order, man. You understand? Now we're going to get into it now. You know what I mean? Now, keep in mind, this is not me. I'm going into the Bible. You know what I mean? This is what's in the Bible. This is not me. I'm just breaking it down, man. You know what I mean? But give me Ecclesiasticus 26:5 in the Bible. In the apocryphal part of the Bible. 26:5, Ecclesiasticus. We're going to get into it, man. Because Ecclesiasticus and Ecclesiastes, this is Solomon, too. You know what I mean? Solomon was the wisest out of all of us. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? We're going to go into that. Somebody pull that and read it when you got it.
Ecclesiasticus 26, verse 5. There be three things in my heart. Fear.
So, right. So, these three things is what, you know what I mean, his heart fears. You know what I mean? These are the three things that what his heart fears. Keep going.
And the fourth, I was sore afraid.
And the fourth one, he was so afraid, man. You understand? Keep going.
The slander of a city. The gathering together.
Right, so it say slagger. It say a slandering of the city. What does it mean to be want to say a slandering of a city? Go ahead.
What you say? Ain't no but drug dealers over there. Ain't no but murder over there. Ain't nothing. Just talk bad about a certain area.
Right, you know what I mean? So it's like talking bad about a certain area, which we know that normally is where black people at. You know what I mean? Hispanic people at. But why is that what he fears, though? Like, what about that ends up happening when you do that?
Police gonna come in there and try to get their numbers, number one.
Right, you know what I mean? And that's the main thing they're gonna do, man. When you slander a city like that, the police or whoever will go in there and start killing them people and nobody will give a damn because they said that they was thugs. Oh, it was nothing but a bunch of thugs, a bunch of criminals. You know what I mean? That's what ends up happening when you slander a city, man. You slander a city where 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be where black Hispanics at. They can go in there and start killing whoever and nobody gonna care because of all that slander. You know what I mean? That's the number one thing. That's the first thing that he fears. You know what I mean? Keep going to the second one.
The gathering together of an unruly multitude.
Right, the gathering together of an unruly multitude. You know what I mean? People getting together to do evilness, man. Wickedness. You understand? Keep going.
And a false accusation.
In a false accusation, man. Falsely accusing somebody. Lying. You understand? Keep going.
All these things are worse than death.
All of them is worse than death. But we about to get into this fourth one. Keep going.
Verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Right, now isn't that mainly where all of the woman wickedness come from? Being jealous over another woman. I mean, the Bible said you can have multiple wives. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? It ain't the woman's business to know about all his wives, and you know what I mean? That ain't none of his business. None of her business. And that's where most of the wickedness end up coming off of, man. You know what I mean? Whether you in the truth, well, not in the truth, because you know what I mean, we righteous in the truth. You know, we got straight sisterhood in the truth, so not in the truth. But if you in the world, that's where a lot of them come from. A lot of people in the world, they want to talk, they want to talk down on I.S.U.P.K for doing what the Bible say that allows you to have multiple wives, but they don't realize that they damn near are multiple wives themselves, man. You know what I mean? They came out with what the saying called the side chick and all that. You know what I mean? Like all that nonsense, but most of the jealousy comes from being jealous of another woman, man. You know what I mean? This is what's written in the Bible. You're not supposed to be jealous of another woman. Why would you be jealous of another woman if you know what you provide? If you will focus on what you do and what you provide, you ain't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? You could just worry. You could just know. Well, you could do whatever the hell you want to do. Once you find out the hard way that none of these women is like me, you'll come back to me. You know what I mean? That's how a righteous woman mindset should be. Not worried about all that other stuff. Just you know that you righteous. You know what I mean? You got so much to offer that you ain't worried about that. You know what I mean? You go find out the hard way. And they just leave it at that, and they keep being righteous, man. You understand? But that's where most of the wickedness come from, being jealous over another woman, man. For what? You know what I mean? Keep going.
and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth withal.
Right, keep going.
Come, verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro.
Keep going.
He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
Right, man. Having an evil wife is like you holding a scorpion, man. You know what I mean? You got an evil wife that just don't want to do nothing but bicker and put you down and be against you. It's like you just got a scorpion on your hand, ready to just, you know what I mean, snap on you, sting you with the poison, man. You understand? That's what we going through, man. That's what Black, Hispanic, Native Americans go through in the Black community, man. Hispanic community, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame.
Right, you know what I mean? Drunken woman and a gatter abroad, that means going everywhere. You know what I mean? You always around, just doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. You understand? That causes great anger, man. You understand? That causes great anger. And you know when a woman is drunken and gathering about, she not covering her shame, man. She doing whatever the hell she want. You know what I mean? Talking about whoever she want. Just, you know, causing a whole bunch of problems for nothing, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Right, now what does it mean by say a whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks, in her eyelids? Go ahead.
You're going to proceed how you dress, how you look.
Okay. You on to it. You could be a little bit more specific, but you on to it. Somebody else said Salakia?
God.
Go ahead.
I believe that the haughty look is in her eyelids is her not being modest, and then with the eyelids, the batting of the eyes, the way she looks at you, suggesting that she's ready.
All right, you on to it, but it's one word that you can use. It's not really, okay, this is not really talking about like how she dressed. It's not really talking about like the way she, you know, dress herself. It's more like, I don't want to give it away, but it's not talking about really like how she dressed. Go ahead.
It's shameless.
Yeah, it's shameless, but what's another word for it? It's another word that fits better of what haughtiness is. Go ahead.
She has low character. Slacky.
No, the haughty look is not like a low character, low self-esteem. That's not it. Go ahead.
She won't humble herself.
That's on to it, but what, like, you know what I mean? When somebody don't humble themselves, they don't give a damn, they just, what are they? Like, you know what I mean? You talk about slut shaming, they like, well, you talking about being a slut, they like, oh, you slut shaming. They don't give a damn. What is that?
Block you, sir.
Hold on, go ahead.
What, Jezebel?
I mean, that's the woman, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
Salaki, sir, I was going to say, they're arrogant.
Right, they arrogant, man. You know what I mean? That's what it means to be haughty. You arrogant. You just don't give a damn, man. You know what I mean? That's how you can tell. When you start talking about you know what I mean, about women being whores, they talking about you slut shaming. Don't worry about what I do. You know what I mean? That's an arrogant woman, man. And that's wicked, man. You know what I mean? That's absolutely wicked. Go ahead.
That's the devil.
You damn right, man. You know what I mean? That's an absolute wicked woman, man. You understand? But that's how you know, man. A whoredom of a woman is gonna be known by her, you know what I mean? By her haughty looks, man. An arrogant look, man. That's how you know you're a whore. A lot of, especially these days, man. Women be whores these days, and boy, they don't give a damn, man. You know what I mean? They don't give an absolute damn. Go ahead.
A bad bitch.
Yeah, that's what they think, man. You know what I mean? You understand? But keep going on that.
Verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Right. Now, this girl was raising a daughter now. You know what I mean? If you got a daughter that's shameless, you know what I mean? She on the path to being a hoe. I'm just be plain simple with you. You got to keep her in the house. You know what I mean? You gotta keep her in the house, and unless she abuse herself with much liberty. What does it mean to abuse yourself with much liberty? You getting freedom to do what you want. You know what I mean? You got all this freedom to do whatever you want. You're gonna end up abusing yourself, man. You know what I mean? Sleeping with whoever you want to sleep with. Live your best life.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
It sounds like you talking about the feminist movement.
Yeah, it's a feminist movement and a lot of other movements. But you're right. You know what I mean? The feminist movement, man. You know what I mean? That's that whole mindset of, well, because even when it comes to abortions, what the woman had a mindset of, it's her body. She can do what she wants. You know what I mean? No, the hell it's not. No, you can't, man. Just like with the man body, we can't do what the hell we want. Why? Because we got to do what the Lord tells us to do, man. You know what I mean? Keep going on that.
Verse 11. Watch over her an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Right, that means you got, what does it mean to watch over with an impudent eye? That's a good word to use, an impudent eye.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Is that talking about watching her with you know, with everything you do, making sure you focusing your attention on her so she don't go out and shame you and your family?
You onto it, but not quite. You know what I mean? And this is important because, you know what I mean, just like the brother said, the warrior said, you know what I mean, you got a daughter out there being a hoe, that's a shame to a man. You know what I mean? Like, that's looking at it as, well, damn, where's your dad? Like, damn, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? When you see hoes, you got to just think in your mind, well, you mustn't have no father in your life. The fact that you just don't, you know, have no value for yourself. You know what I mean? That's why you got to watch that, because you don't want to be the shame father, man. You understand? You don't want to be that. But what does it mean to be with an impudent eye? You know, if we don't know what a word means, we just look it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all always got to remember that. You're going to always hear us say that. If you ever, you wondering what this word means, just look it up. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
The definition of the impudent eye, basically what it's saying is marked by contemptuous or cocky boldness or disregard of others.
Right, so how do you relate that to having a disregard of others? How do you relate that to this scripture of watching over your daughter with an impudent eye? Go ahead.
If I may, you make sure that she's being respectful of others.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you the last chance. Go ahead.
Is it talking about how instead of watching over your other daughters that are doing the right thing, so like a hawk, you need to focus your attention on that one. You know what I'm saying? And so she'll come out the way she's supposed to.
No, that's not what it's talking about. What I mean, watching over her with an impudent eye, you got to disregard anything that she say to you, or try to go against you, man. You know what I mean? A lot of dads like to give their daughter leeway because they like that's the what's it called? The daddy's girl. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this my little daughter. Oh, okay, you know what I mean? You can't be that, man. You can't be disregarding that. You can't. To hell with the daddy's girl. You gotta raise her up how to be a righteous woman, man. I mean, that's what it means by watching over with an impudent eye, because a lot of times that's what happens to the daughters. You know what I mean? The father let them do what they want because they put on a little puppy face. You know what I mean? Okay, you can, you know what I mean? They might tell you, no, please, please. Okay, you can do it this time, baby girl. You know what I mean? You gotta watch over that, man. You can't have that. You can't have that. You know what I mean? Or else you're going to be raising a hoe. You know what I mean? She's going to disgrace you. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? Keep reading on that. Oh, wait, Salaki. Then it say, marvel not unless she trespass you. That's why you got to also look at the other part of what it's saying, because that's what ended up happening. When you watch over with her impudent eye, she's going to trespass against you. What's that mean? She's going to say, I hate you. You know what I mean? You know how little girls do. You know what I mean? They're gonna say whatever they gotta say. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. Just whatever. Take your ass in the room. You know what I mean? Go upstairs to your room. You know what I mean? Don't be. You know what I mean? It's just a daughter. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they say. But then when they grow up, they're gonna realize and they're gonna appreciate what you did for them, man. You know what I mean? They're gonna appreciate that. You understand? Give me, you could drop that. Give me, oh man, give me Ecclesiasticus 25 and 16. Give me Ecclesiasticus 25. Oh no, yeah, 25 and 16. Somebody pull that from me and read it when you got it.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Good night. I'm reading out the Bible, man. Read that again.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Now you wonder why brothers always lead a woman. You know what I mean? Be out the house. You know what I mean? You want to know why they have a man that have a child, but then he'll have to bite the bullet and say, you know what, I just can't do this, and they leave. And now the son ain't got no father in their life because of that wicked woman, man. You understand? Your father wasn't in your life. You know what I mean? You ain't never had a dad growing up. You gotta look at it like it might have just been your mom, man. Your mom might have just been that evil and wicked, man. You understand? Because it say right here, and you rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than an evil woman, man. I'd rather sleep with a lion next to me. Lion can eat you. You know what? It's better than being with a wicked woman, man. You see how you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of the times the men don't be in the house, man. The woman either kicked him out or she's so wicked he just left. Now, you know you're not supposed to leave your woman, you know what I mean, unless they commit adultery. You know what I mean? So you're not supposed to leave your woman. But that's why even in the Old Testament, you can give a woman a bill of divorce. You know what I mean? What it said, Moses gave you a bill of divorce for your, what's it say? I'm paraphrasing. Moses gave you a bill of divorce because you're hard and harsh. You know what I mean? Moses seen that the man was just like, God damn, this woman is, you know what I mean, this, that, and third. So, you know what I mean, you could get a divorce. But now you know you can't. So this should tell you also to watch who you end up, you know, laying with, man. You got to teach your sons and your daughters this. To watch who you laying with. You know what I mean? Because if you tell them that whoever you lay with, you got to be with for the rest of your life, they're going to be more careful on who they decide to lay with. You know what I mean? They're going to be way more careful than that. And that's how you got to be, man. Because if you look at her, if you go after a girl just because her looks or just because of this and that, and you lay with her, you might be laying with something worse than a dragon and a damn lion, man. And that's on you. You know what I mean? You can't leave her. That's on you. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Con number 1, verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
Right, man. The wickedness of a woman will make a woman unattractive, man. You know what I mean? It changes her face. You just like, damn. Like, you know what I mean? You just like, damn, you ain't even cute no more. You just evil, man.
I know you look good, but I don't want like this.
You know what I mean? You evil, man. That's what the Bible say, man. Changing the countenance of your face, man. You understand? Keep going.
Con, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
I'm telling you, you look at an evil woman, especially when she's angry, it almost look like, you know what I mean, she might got a demon in her, man. You know what I mean? The eyes get dark. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, I'm reading what the Bible say, man. You know what I mean? But that's how I be, man. That's how it is. You understand? Women, when they get mad, when they get, you know what I mean, they start being wicked, it's hell, man. You know what I mean? What the Bible say is all sin is but little to the sin of a woman, or the wickedness of a woman, man. You know what I mean? Why the Bible say that? Because dealing with a wicked woman is just something men ain't trying to do that, man. Men is not trying to do that. And that's where women fall short, because they think that their power come into trying to assert dominance, trying to be equal. When they don't realize you have so much more power in submission. You know what I mean? Being submissive. That's what the Bible say. The woman should submit to her husband, man. You got so much power. Women can get a lot of what they want done. Like if you're a woman and you want something, you can get so much of what you want by submitting to your husband, man. Being gentle with him. He'll be like, okay, yeah, you deserve it. You know what I mean? Rather than, oh, you don't do this. Nobody trying to hear all that, man. You just nagging. You know what I mean? But if you be gentle, you submit, you'll find yourself getting a lot of what you want. You'll find yourself You find your husband being damn near powerless against you because you're so, you know what I mean, gentle and meek and humble. He be damn near powerless against you, man. You do it, you know what I mean? You can do almost whatever the hell you want as long as it ain't no sin. You know what I mean? Ain't no wickedness. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Con out of one con. Verse 18. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he hear it, shall sigh bitterly.
Well, damn, man. You know what I mean? If you got a wicked woman, you sit amongst your neighbors, your brothers, and when they hear that, they're going to be like, you know what I mean? They're going to sigh. You know what I mean? You're just going to sigh. Because everybody talking about how wicked your woman is, man. You know what I mean? They just know how wicked your woman is that it just make you want to say, huh. I know. You know what I mean? Huh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you got to watch out for that. Keep reading, though. It's more than that.
Con. Verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
Right, there it go. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. You know what I mean? Now, this ain't saying, you know what I mean? We know all sins is equal. If you do one, you break one law, you might as well break all of them. You know what I mean? That's why when people smoke weed, we you know, you might hear a brother say, well, you might as well be a homosexual. You know what I mean? There's really no difference than smoking weed and being a homosexual. It's the same. You know what I mean? You might as well do it. You know what I mean? Because you're committing all the sins. But it say here, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. You understand? It's nothing like dealing with a wicked woman, man. You understand? It's nothing more like dealing with a wicked woman. That'll destroy, a wicked woman to destroy a man. That'll destroy a man. You know what I mean? That's why you got so many effeminate men in this Christian church. Because of their woman, man. Because of their woman. They decided, well, rather than dealing with this, I'd rather just feminize myself and be a coward. And that way I ain't got to deal with it. You know what I mean? That's where that happy life comes from, man. They know that they don't want to contend with their wife. Their wife's so wicked, you know what, I'll just do whatever the hell she tell me. You know what I mean? I'll be a damn lapdog for my woman. Do whatever the hell she tell me and I'll have a happy life. You know what I mean? That effeminizes men, man. That makes cowards, man. You know what I mean? You look at the black community, a lot of the black community destruction, it's to do with the man. You know what I mean? The men got to man up, you know what I mean? Do what they got to do. But a lot of that fall on the woman too, man. I mean, a lot of that fall on the woman. You got to think about it. Men, more than likely in the black community, men don't have their fathers there. So they're being raised by a woman. Why is they so effeminate, man? You would think that the woman, because in the woman mind, she knows what a good man is, right? Oh, don't be like your daddy. You know what I mean? In the woman mind, she gonna raise a warrior. That's her prince or king. You know what I mean? But why do her king, her prince, end up being just a wicked, you know what I mean, brother on the street? Just all wicked as all hell, man. You know what I mean? A lot of times the woman end up raising a son to be what she didn't like. You know what I mean? Why is that? You know what I mean? Because the wickedness of a woman is wicked, man. You understand? That's why. You know what I mean? You don't realize that you actually hurt your child by getting that father out of his life. By not letting the father see the child because you mad. You know what I mean? That's a lot of times that will happen. A woman to get a son, have a child, they'll leave the father or you know what I mean, something they don't work out, whatever it be, they end up leaving each other. And she starts to hold the son against him, the child against them, man. You don't know how wicked it. They don't give a damn about the child. It's all to hurt him. You so focused on wanting to hurt him, you don't realize you damaging the child. I seen one video where it showed the man had his daughter and wanted to go get her hair braided. You know what I mean? And once he brought the daughter back to the mom was mad that he done paid to get her hair done and started cutting the braids out of the daughter's hair, right on spot, just with a scissor, just messing her hair up, cutting her hair, just cutting them out. You don't put that in my. You gotta let me know. You know, like the braids was nice. Not realizing that you doing this to get at him to try to make him feel bad, but the daughter there crying and traumatized. You just cut her hair for what? You know what I mean? That's what women don't realize, man. You know what I mean? That's wicked to do. You understand? Keep going.
Con number one con. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Right, that's what you gotta do. You gotta let the portion of a sinner fall upon her, man. You know what I mean? That's what is gonna have to happen. You know what I mean? That's what Commander General Yahanna was saying. And we might have to find a quarantine or a place to put women like that who act like that in the kingdom, man. You know what I mean? Because that's the women that did a number of destroying the black community, man. You understand? That's what the Bible was talking about, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 20. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged.
Right, so you gotta think about an old man, you know what I mean, with that's age, you know what I mean, he can't, you know what I mean, barely can't even really walk, you know what I mean? You understand? Trying to climb up a sandy way. Sand coming down, it's a hill with sand coming down, you ain't gonna be able to do it, it's impossible. You know what I mean? Walking up, it's like, it's no end to it. You're not gonna get to the top. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Come. So is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Damn, good night, man. It ain't no end to it. You know what I mean? You try to be a quiet man. You try to, you know what I mean, be chill. And a woman to just keep babbling and keep going on, just find a problem with everything, man. You know what I mean? That's the wickedness of a woman, man. You know what I mean? That's why I say all sin and all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Because there's just no end to it. It's just, you know what I mean? Keep going.
Come on.
Wait, is that it on that? Keep going. Let me see.
Verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Right, and that's some of the problems with the men. You know what I mean? You find yourself in a relationship with a woman like that because you just was struck on her beauty. You know what I mean? That's why in the school we have a 6 months rule. Because obviously, you know what I mean, we know we got righteous sisters in the school, but you got to see if you're compatible. And if you're not going to get a sister in the school, you damn should do the 6 month rule outside. You know what I mean? You damn sure should do that outside because you never know what woman you might be dealing with in the world. You know what I mean? You never know what type of woman you might be dealing with. You might find yourself marrying a dragon, man. You know what I mean? That's what you might find yourself doing, man. You know what I mean? But that's why we have these, and we advise brothers to do the 6 months rule if they're getting a woman in the world for sure, because you never know. You know what I mean? You might have got beguiled, you got tricked by her beauty, and then you ain't get to know her, and you realize, damn, you know what I mean? This is the worst thing ever. You know what I mean? A wicked woman can make the life of a man hard, man. You know what I mean? Some brothers might not even be able to be in the truth because of a woman. You know what I mean? They might lead the truth because of a wicked woman. You know what I mean? That's how strong it is. You know what I mean? But in I.S.U.P.K, we build men that'll be able to tame those demons, man. Tame those dragons, man. You know what I mean? That's what we do build. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impotence, and much reproach.
Right, it say a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. What is it talking about when it says of a woman if she maintains her husband? Go ahead.
If he don't put her away, she even if he doing what he supposed to be doing, she's still gonna be running rampant like God's hill.
Are you right there? But there's a way you can word it to make it a little better. You know what I mean? That you want to know for like once you ever become an officer for teaching purposes. But you're right. But it's just a different way you can word it. Anybody want to take a shot at what it means? That if a woman maintain her, you know what a Christian would think this verse mean, right? What would somebody tell me what a Christian would think this verse mean?
That the man gonna be the one, man, crazy.
No, a Christian will look at this and be like, well, if a woman maintain her husband, that means that she taking care of him. You know what I mean? That's what a Christian would think. Christians see the word maintain, they think, oh, well, if a woman taking care of the husband, meaning, you know what I mean, she making all the money, then she gonna be angry. That's not what this is talking about. You know what I mean? You was almost onto it, but it's a different way you can word it. What it means is, if she maintain, you could just use it by if a woman keeps her husband, man. You know what I mean? If a woman keeps her husband, you know what I mean? Just like you said, if he stay, you know what I mean? She's gonna be full of anger, man. You know what I mean? That's why it's so hard for men to stay with a woman, man. when you got a wicked woman, it's so damn hard for men to stay. You know what I mean? If you in the world. Because she just gonna be full of anger, man. You know what I mean? Always just getting on your nerves. Always. Unless you bitch up, you know what I mean? You just become a pushover. Where she can just, wipe her dust on you, wipe her shoes on you, step all over you. You know what I mean? But even at that, she probably cheating on you, man. You know what I mean? Because women don't. What you'll find out about women is, in the world, they want to rule over their man. You know what I mean? They do. You know what I'm saying? They want to feel like they got all the power, but at the same time, they don't want to at the same time, because they see that you're weak. You know what I mean? Sometimes most of the time, women do like strong men.
Right.
It makes them feel more comfortable. You know what I mean? More safe. Whereas they got a pushover, you just a pushover. So a lot of times you'll find yourself being that pushover, and you might have a good relationship, but she cheating on you with the drug dealer. You know what I mean? She cheating on you with some street gangster cat that she think is all gangster, and you know what I mean? He dealing with your woman, man. You know what I'm saying? But keep going on that. Is that it on it? Yeah, keep going.
Con. Verse 23.
No, you can go to 23.
Con. A wicked woman abateth the courage.
Right. She abateth courage, man. You know, for a woman, it takes a lot of courage. Like we say, no cowards. No cowards apply to women too. You know what I mean? Meaning, it takes a lot of courage for a woman to close her mouth, man. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of courage for a woman to respect her husband. You know what I mean? Submit to him. It takes a lot of courage to do that, man. You know what I mean? That's why we applaud the sisters in the school, man. Because they are very courageous sisters, man. You understand? It just takes a lot of courage to do that. But a wicked woman, she ain't got that courage. She abated for that. To hell with that to her, man. She gonna do what she wants. She don't got the courage, man. She not strong. You understand? Keep going.
Con. Maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
And right, and that's what destroys a man. You understand? Women will wound a man's heart, man. You understand, man? Like I said, you got some of the toughest cats that, you know what I mean, some of the toughest street cats that nobody ever mess with. Don't mess with him. You know what I mean? But it comes to a woman, she cheat or she leave, that nigga's crying, man. You know what I mean? That nigga's like, you never seen him cry before until his woman left or cheated on him. Now he crying, you know what I mean? That's what women do though. Keep going.
Come. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Right, you know what I mean? That's what makes a weak man, you understand? Feeble knees. That's showing a man being weak, man. I mean, woman can make a weak man. You understand? You can destroy a man. You understand? You can destroy a man and you can destroy your son. You understand? Because you don't know how to raise that boy. You know what I mean? You need the father in your life to teach him how to be a man. How's a woman going to teach a son how to be a man? You don't even know what a good man is. You know what I mean? Like, we already know you're not a man, so you can't teach him to be a man, but you don't even know what a good man is.
A good man is a man who do what they say.
Right, you know what I mean? In their mind, and it's so heavy that you said that, sir, because in their mind, a good man is one that do what they say. But you know what you end up raising? You end up raising a homosexual, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what you end up raising. That's why them boys coming out being homosexuals. You know what I mean? Doing all that, wearing dresses and all that nonsense, man. That's why they doing it, because that's what you raise. Someone who does what you say, they did what you say, and that's how they turned out, man. You know what I mean? You gotta even look at it. If women always think that there's no good man, then what happened with them? If it's no good man, what's happening to them sons that you raising? I thought you was raising them to be a good man. But it ain't no good man because you raising them to just, you know what I mean, be worse, man. You understand? And you raising them to not respect women. You think that they respect women because they might respect you. But they see you bringing in all types of men in the house, man. You know what I mean? Once they see that, they mind, like, I'm not gonna be that sucker. You know what I mean? To be with that woman and she bringing all types of men in the house, and you know what I mean? That's what you end up raising, man. Destroying the black community, man. But that's why it's up to men to step up, man. That's why it's up to men to be men. You know what I mean? Choose the right sisters. You know what I mean? And teach the men, teach the sons, your boys, how to be men. You know what I mean? How to protect their family. You know what I mean? How to be over their house. You understand? That's why it's up to men to do that, man. You know what I mean? Women had their shot of raising our children. They had their shot, man. You know what I mean? That's why it's time for men to do it now, man. You understand? And to start with picking you a righteous sister to do it with, man. You know what I mean? Making it easier for yourself. You understand? That's why the oppressor always get a child to the woman, man. You know what I mean? Because they know that if I can get these black children to the woman and she get rid of the man, they're not gonna raise no soldiers. You know what I mean? They're not gonna raise nobody to go against all the destruction we do against them.
And you know the famous word they try to use when they raise kids these days? I could be the mama and the father. I'm gonna be the mama and the daddy.
Right, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's the woman, that's the mindset of woman. You know what I mean? We know we don't celebrate no holidays in here, but in the world, on Mother's Day, the mom get the gift on Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Father's Day come around, yeah, I'm gonna give my gift to my mom. She my daddy. She my mom and my dad. My dad was never around. You know how much of a clown you sound like, man? You know what I mean? Trying to pay a woman to be a man. She my father too. All right, man. You know what I mean? But that's how it is, man. You know what I mean? And all that deals with a woman, you know what I mean, being wicked, man, kicking your father out the house. You don't realize you might got a father that actually want to have a relationship with you, but you can't because of your mom. You know what I'm saying? But drop that, you know what I mean, and give me we're gonna go to Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, 7:26. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:26. We got time getting away from me. I might just cut it a little short. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:26 real quick.
Come. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Right, man. More bitter than death is a woman. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when somebody died that's close to you, you grieve. You know what I mean? It's hard to take that. You sad, you know what I mean? But more sadder than that, more grieving than that is a wicked woman, man. You know what I mean? Read that part. Who snares?
Whose heart is snares and nets.
Whose heart is snares and nets, man. Trapping you. You understand? A wicked woman that's trapping you, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Child support and all that.
Child support.
Right.
That's a great example of a trap, man. Child support. You have a child just to put them on child support. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Come. And her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
Right. Whose heart is snares and traps, and hands is bands, man. Tying you down, man. Making it to where you can't even support your damn self, man. You can't do anything because of her. You know what I mean? That's how wicked it is, man. You understand? But if you serve the Lord, you're going to escape that. If you serve the Lord, you ain't got to worry about that, man. You understand? Keep going.
Come. But the sinner shall be taken by her.
By the sinner, if you a sinner, you're going to be taken by her, man. You understand? If you a sinner, that's what you're going to be dealing with. That's what you're going to be involved with. You understand? Keep going.
Come. Verse 27. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. Verse 28. Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found.
Right, he said, so he's looking for righteous men. He said, one man out of 1,000 is what he found. You know what I mean? So every brother you see in this school, he's that one out of that 1,000 that was righteous, man. You know what I mean? He's that special brother that was righteous. You know what I mean? So after every 1,000 people, he found only one man. You understand? Keep going.
Come. But a woman among all of those have I not found.
But a woman among all those, out of 1,000 women, he found none.
Come.
Good night. You know what I mean? That's how, hold your piece real quick. That's how hard it is to find a virtuous woman, man. Now, they do exist in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as far as the world, that's what it say what you can precept that with what Proverbs 31. You know what I mean? A woman is what precious, a ruby who can find one. You know what I mean? I'm paraphrasing. I know I done messed the verse up. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's like who can find a virtuous woman? Who can find one? You know what I mean? It's damn near impossible, man. You understand? It's damn near impossible, man. You know what I mean? You was about to say something?
This one? Ecclesiastes, this is Solomon?
Solomon.
Oh,
wait. I'm not sure. I'm going to get, I believe it is, but I might have to get back on it. I know the Apocrypha is, but it's like Ecclesiastes, that's Solomon? Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiastes is Solomon, and you asked about Ecclesiasticus?
No, T's.
Ecclesiastes is King Solomon.
Yeah, King Solomon. Okay, there you go.
Ecclesiasticus is Sirach.
Okay, yeah. You know what I mean? But I'll be getting those confused. That's why I make sure. Give me is it verse 28? Give me 28.
Come. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 28. Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all of those have I not found.
Right, you understand? Meaning, out of 1,000 men, he found one. 1,000 men, he found one, but as a woman, none, man. That's how hard it is for sisters to be right. That's why it's so great that the sisters come into school and be righteous, because you're one of a kind. You know what I mean? It's like you damn near as an extinct system, man. You know how they talk about extinct animals or animals that's about to go extinct?
Well, extinct species?
Yeah, extinct species, man. You know what I mean? You know they talk about extinct species. Oh, that's a righteous sister right there. You know what I mean? An extinct species. It's like you damn near don't exist, man. You know what I mean? You live in a damn dream, man. But they do exist, like I said, in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You know what I mean? That's for the sisters, man. Y'all gotta feel good about yourselves being in this school. You know what I mean? Being a righteous woman. Because damn near you don't exist. You know what I mean? Damn near you don't exist, man. You understand? Give me, we're going to give me back to Ecclesiasticus and the Bible 26 and 23. I mean in the Bible, the Apocryphal part of the Bible. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 23.
Out of one kind.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Right, a wicked woman, but stop right there. But that's what we do know, man. A wicked woman is given to a portion of a wicked man. Why does it say this?
Right.
Go ahead.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Right, you understand? Birds of a feather flock together, man. You know what I mean? If you were a sinner, you probably done met the woman doing what? Sinning, man. You know what I mean? You found out your woman is a whore, but meanwhile you met her with a whole bunch of dudes, y'all smoking weed, and she was the only sister there. I mean, of course she a whore, man. Why are you shocked? You know what I mean? You find out that she is a whore, but you met her at a club, dancing on a whole bunch of brothers with her homegirls. You couldn't put two and two together, man. You know what I mean? But that's why I say, man, a sinner is given a portion of a wicked man is given a portion of a wicked woman, man. You understand? And even more importantly, women a lot of the time follow after their man. You know what I mean? Women really don't, like, for the most part, they don't really think for themselves. They don't really have their own personality. Now, that's not like a shot to women. You know what I mean? It's a good thing if you do it righteously. But they normally follow after their man. You know what I mean? Like, they start to act like the man, do what he does. You know what I mean? They follow after their man if they would. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with that. But if you a sinner, you know what I mean? If you wicked, then your woman just copying you, man. You know what I mean? You understand? You got your woman doing these things, well, it's because she learned it from you. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, she learned it from you. You understand? So that's why I say a wicked sin. If you're a wicked man, you might have a wicked woman, man, because you're a wicked man. You understand? What you think you're gonna come up? It happens, but you think you're gonna be one of the rare people that be a wicked man and find a righteous sister? No, it's not. You know what I mean? The righteous sisters that was righteous, you don't like them sisters. You like the whores. You know what I mean? You like the strippers. That's what you like. You know what I mean? Keep going.
But a godly woman is given to him that fear the Lord.
But a godly woman is given to him that fear of the Lord. You know what I mean? If you fear the Lord, you're going to get a righteous sister, man. You know what I mean? And this ain't even no magic. You might just know how to pick a sister. You might just know, just because you know the Bible, you follow this, you know what I mean? You follow the truth, you in the truth. You might just have way better judgment on how to pick a righteous sister, man. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with no magic. Don't think the Lord is just like, you're righteous, and here you go. No, man. You just might just have a better discretion when it comes to picking women. You know what I mean? You're not controlled by your carnality no more. You know what I mean? You don't pick a woman just because y'all smoked a blunt together. You know what I mean? You don't pick a woman just because, you know, whatever the hell brothers is out there doing now. But you pick her because you talked to her. You find out that she was, you know what I mean, a righteous sister. You know what I mean? You found out that she's someone that could submit, follow orders. You know what I mean? That and on that, give me the next verse. See what the next verse say. Or young man, quit. I know you was reading it. Go ahead, continue.
Another one, kind. Verse 24. No, verse 24. A dishonest woman committeth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband.
Right, just like we were saying, a dishonest woman, she will content shame, man. She'll bring you shame, man. You know what I mean? And that's one of the most shameful things. That's why brothers go crazy. That's why a lot of brothers die. They go crazy, man. You know what I mean? You got another brother that coming to you. Oh yeah, that's your girl. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Dealt with her. You know what I mean? That's like, you know what I mean? Damn. You know what I mean? That's like a shot to a brother heart, man. You're like, this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That she'll bring you shame, man. She out in the streets, man. Oh yeah, your girl out in the streets doing this and that and dirt. It's like, damn, you don't even want to call her your girl, but you a simp. You know what I mean? So that's your girl, man. You know what I mean? You find a way to still stay with her. You know what I mean? She's gonna bring you shame, brother. You know what I mean? She's gonna bring you shame, man. You understand? But if she is an honest woman, she gonna reverence her husband, man. You know what I mean? She gonna always be talking about how good you is, how great you is. You know what I mean? Somebody try to holler at her, man, I got a man. You know what I mean? What the hell you talking to me for? And she ain't gonna be fake about it. You know, a lot of sisters nowadays say they got a man, but they still let you talk to them. You know what I mean? But nah, she gonna be the sister that she gonna skirt the nigga. You know what I mean? Skirt, skirt. You know what I'm saying? That brings you glory, man. You know, you got a woman out there that's not in these streets, man. You understand? Read the next verse, young man Quinn.
Another one, kind. Verse 25. Shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
There you go. Well, bingo. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. What do you call a dog? Female dog.
Right.
A bitch, you know what I mean? It's a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a shameless woman, man. That's why in the school, you know what I mean, when sisters come in, we make sure that the sisters is shamefaced, man. You know what I mean? That they have shame. Because that's how they become an excellent sister, to show sisterhood, and an excellent wife. You know what I mean? That's how they get a righteous husband, so they'll know that they protected at all times. That they got a husband that'll always be righteous by them and never leave them. You know what I mean? That always take care to make sure they're okay. That's how you get it, by being shameless, shamefaced. You understand? That's why we do that. Because if you shameless, then you're going to be a bitch, man. You're going to be counted as a dog, man. You understand? You're going to be counted as a dog. You're useless. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Another one, kind. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
Right, but if you shamefaced, that's how you fear the Lord. You know what I mean? Women always talking about they know God. You don't know no God, man. You is shameless. You are a bitch, man. You know what I mean? But when you come in here, you just start to be shamefaced. You know what I mean? You start to realize, you know what I mean? You start to, get with it, start to be shamefaced. Then you are a sister that fears the Lord. You are a righteous sister that serves the Lord. You know what I mean? That's what the Bible say, man. All right, give me, what time we got? Damn. All right, give me 1 Peter 3 and 1. I'm trying to get to these last ones real quick. I think I'm done. No, I'm not done with the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha got a lot on the woman, man. I'll tell you that right now. If you want to learn about that woman, you can read the Apocrypha. They got a lot on it. You know what I mean? Give me 1 Peter 3 and 1, though. Somebody pull 1 Peter 3 and 1.
Sir.
Go ahead. Young man Xavier, I think that was you, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband.
Right, man. You gotta be. If you're a sister, you gotta be. Hold on, start there. You're a sister. You gotta be in subjection to your own husband, man. You know what I mean? Your own husband. You don't be in subjection to, you know what I mean, the drug dealer down the street that you giving up yourself to, man. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to do that, man. You're supposed to be with your own husband and be in subjection to him, man. You understand? Keep going.
That if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wise.
Now that's what you call that's what you call a sister who has a lot of skills, man. You know what I mean? That's where the power of the woman comes into play. You know what I mean? It say, read that again.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word.
Right, so if you got something right there. So if you got a husband that don't obey the word, right? I mean, he don't follow the Bible. You know what I mean? He don't do what the Bible say. He still eat pork. He still out there in the world.
When you getting food or when you getting medicine.
And so like somebody gotta put their phone on mute. Somebody gotta put their phone on mute. All right, the water. You know what I mean? But you got a husband that's not in the truth, or he don't follow the truth. You know what I mean? He don't follow the word, right? Keep going.
If any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wise.
Right, how do you do that? He said if they don't obey the word, they may be won without the word with conversation of the wise. How do you do that, man?
Right.
Go ahead.
She still need to be doing what he asked her to do. Maybe he'll come around.
Okay, you're right, but I want you to more explain it towards this. You're right. That's what it is. But you got to think about, I want you to give me a little bit more of a breakdown on it. You know what I mean? Like, why would he sometimes come around? You know what I mean? Like, what is she doing? What's so special about this conversation? You know what I mean? Now, it's not talking about like a specific conversation, but it's say the conversation of why. What is so special about that? Go ahead, somebody says Salakia.
What they're saying is, you know, she may get around a bunch of her friends, and they may be the type that don't listen to her husband. So what it's saying is, if you don't obey the word, meaning you don't listen to your husband, and without that word, you're going to be easily influenced by other women to tell you, you know, feed you up with stuff to go against your husband.
No, that's not it. You know what I mean? That's not it. I'm going to tell y'all for time's sake. Oh, I'm going to give you a shot. You're the last one I'm going to tell you for time's sake. Go ahead.
Sound like what it's saying is that since her man not in the truth, and Scripture said only the wise seek counsel. If she around like the I.S.U.P.K or listening and stuff like that, you know, it's designed for all of us to come into the truth, and you know she can't get the truth elsewhere, even though her husband is really the one supposed to be giving it to her.
No, it's not talking about that either. Read the verse again, young man Xavier.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband.
Right, stop right there. Wives are supposed to be in subjection to their own husband. You know what I mean? Keep going.
That if any obey not the word.
Right, now this is talking about the husband. This is talking about the husband. If it say if any obey not the word, this is talking about if the husband does not obey the word. The husband does not follow the truth. Keep going.
They also made without the word.
Right. This is also made without the word. So meaning, the husband don't believe in the word, but what would a lot of people do? What does the church do? They got women preaching. You know what I mean? Women trying to teach the man. You ain't supposed to teach no man. That's why you win in the conversation. That's why if you a sister that's in the truth, you're not winning the man over by teaching him. Well, the Bible say you can't eat that pork, and you know what I mean? Nobody want to hear that, man. You know what I mean? That's not how you going. Well, you always trying to challenge him. Well, this scripture says that you can't be da-da-da-da-da. Well, this scripture says that. Well, what about the scripture that say woman be silent in the church, man? That woman can't teach. What about that scripture?
No, you out of context in that.
You know what I mean? When you pull that on her, you out of context. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's what it means by without the word, meaning she not teaching. You know what I mean? But she won him over still, not with teaching him. But how? Keep going. Read that last part.
They also may without the word be won by the conversation.
Go ahead. What happened? All right, no sweat. That they may be won without the word by the conversation of the wives, man. Meaning your wife is talking to you sweet. You know what I mean? You see, you ain't in, you don't, you, here you is, you know what I mean? Here the brother is that don't follow the word, but he started to see his woman just giving him all the respect. No kind on one kind, sir. You know what I mean? Oh, you want me to cook? Yeah, but I can't cook that pork that you like. You know what I mean? But Salakia, you know what I mean? I can go ahead and make you up this. You know what I mean? You start to see her, she respecting you and just, you know what I mean? You're like, damn, okay, what you into? You know what I mean? What's that you got going on? Maybe I need to come in that because they making you just goddamn the best woman I ever met. You know what I mean? That's the power of the woman, man. Chast conversation. You know what I mean? Being in subjection to the husband. That's why I started off by saying be in subjection to your husband. You know what I mean? You submit so much, he like, well, damn. You know what I mean? And you end up finding yourself winning over the conversation. You ain't even got to say no word. You ain't got to teach the word. You can just be righteous to him. Something that he ain't never seen before. And he'd be like, well, damn. You know what I mean? That's the power of a woman, man. The Lord made the woman with they, you know what I mean, with their physical features, with their humbleness, you know what I mean, soft voice. I mean, unless you from, oh, I ain't gonna say it. Unless you from New York, you know, them women in New York, yo, B, you know what I'm saying? Nah, Salaki, but nah, you know what I mean? Lord made the woman just perfect for a man to just, you know what I mean, love, to just be like, damn, you know what I mean? Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman. You know what I'm saying? So you got to use that, man. You can't try to be equal to the man to go against the man. You know what I mean? You got multiple talents and skills that a brother ain't gonna be able to even get past because you just so, you know, sweet to him. You know what I mean? You so nice to him. Oh, well, let me rub your back. Let me, you know what I mean? They like, well, damn, well, you know, okay, yeah, you can do that. You know what I mean? That's how you'll win over a conversation, not by battling him and going, you know what I mean, trying to argue with him and go back and forth. You know what I mean? At that point, you challenging a man's authority. Even if he wrong, you know what I mean? Like, that's how men, even if they're wrong, they gonna argue back. What? Nah, no, that's not the way you do it. You don't challenge a man's authority. You don't challenge a man like you about to go head to head against him. You know what I mean? You still be in subjection and he'll figure out, well, damn, I was wrong. You know what I mean? All right. If you obviously got, you know, a sensible man, you know what I mean? Somebody that's just ain't, you know what I mean? Something just wrong with him. But if you got, you know, a normal, regular, sensitive man, sensible man, he'll be like, damn, all right, I'm sorry. No, that was my fault because you were just so sweet. You're like, well, you is wrong, but, you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, damn, I was wrong. No, I apologize for that. But if you battling, oh, you did, nah, to hell with that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that's the power of a woman, man. You understand reading that verse, young man Xavier? I don't know if you're still there.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, read the next verse.
Verse 2. Verse 2. While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear.
damn, good night. They see how you talking, they just like, okay, what is this? You know what I mean? They used to you arguing. Now you just like, oh, you know what I mean? You being nice, you're like, all right. Because they know in their mind if they keep doing that, then you gonna be, they wicked. You know what I mean? That you going against the Lord now if you try to be like that to a righteous woman that's submitting to you. You know what I mean? Something wrong with you then. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel.
Right, so is this saying that women can't braid their hair and plait their hair and wear gold and they shouldn't do that? That's what it is. Is that what that's saying? It said let it not be. Don't let that be that. You know what I mean? So what this saying, you can't, you know what I mean, women can't braid their hair and wear gold, huh? Is that what it's saying?
Right.
So what is it saying?
Don't let it be your main thing.
Right, you understand? A lot of Christians and fake Israelite Christians, Christianites, whatever you want to call them, they'll look at this and be like, oh yeah, a woman can't braid their hair, they can't put on gold and jewelry. That's not what it's saying. What it's saying is let it not just be that. You know what I mean? Don't let just you putting on this braiding your hair and that's just the best you got to offer. And that's such like women these days, man. Women these days don't got nothing but some used up goods to use, man, to offer men. You know what I mean? They don't want to do nothing, man. You know what I mean? I was now, like I said, it's not the sisters in the school, but women in the world, y'all know. Even the sisters in the school, though, y'all know. Y'all see some of these sisters out there in the world, they don't got nothing to offer but a hot box. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about weed, man. You know what I'm saying? What they came out with the hot girl summer. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing to offer, man, but some used up goods, man. Don't let that be you. You know what I mean? Be able to offer more. I mean, you hear a woman all the time talking about, well, this man don't got nothing to offer, and this, da. What do you have to offer? They want the man with a 6 figures, 7 figures, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? All this, that's what they want, but they don't got nothing to offer. What do you bring to the table? You know what I mean? A headache? Problems? Shame? Go ahead.
They talking about I need a code to the safe. Bitch, you crazy.
You know what I mean? They want the code to the safe. You know what I mean? I don't want you to get no prenup, no nothing. You know what I mean? But they don't bring nothing to the table, man. But you know what I mean? Used up goods. Don't let that just be you. You know what I mean? Don't let that just be what a woman brings, man. I mean, that woman shouldn't want to just that be all that they can do. You understand? Have some skill, man. At least be able to talk right to your husband. Them be some of the most wickedest women too, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Yahanna of great price.
Right, you understand? The Lord values a woman that is, you know what I mean, quiet, humble, quiet spirit. You know what I mean? Timid, tender, you know what I mean? Not a loud mouth, you know what I mean, biatch, you know what I mean? The Lord don't value that, man. That's not serving the Lord. You understand? But when you quiet, you humble, you know what I mean? Now that don't mean that, you know what I mean, I don't want, you know, you get in your mind that they can't, you know what I mean, speak up for themselves or something. It's just the way you do it. You know what I mean? Don't think that, oh, you just got to be, if you get done wrong by the man, you just got to take it. No, that's not what that's talking about. It's just a way that you go about doing it. You know what I mean? First of all, you just be in subjection. You know, Salaki, sir, you know what I mean? It's a way that you do it and you can understand it and get what you're trying to portray across to the man so he can understand it. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you got a sensible man, he'll be able to understand and you know, compromise with you. You know, figure out the solution. But if you think that you're just about to be a loud mouth, just do whatever you want, no, it's not going to work that way, man. It's not going to work that way. You know what I mean? Unless you just completely effeminize your husband and you make him, you know what I mean? You force him to go into church, you just completely effeminize him. You know what I mean? Now you got, you know what I mean, you got y'all both crying, you know what I mean? Other than that, you know what I mean, there's a way that you do it, you know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 5. For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also.
Right, all the women in the Bible also. Stop right there. So this go to, because you got a lot of Christians that be like, well, women can be leaders. Deborah. First of all, Deborah wasn't a leader, you know what I mean? You understand? She still referenced men. She still went to Barak, the king. She didn't just do nothing on her own. She wasn't teaching. She was a mother of the nation. You know what I mean? But a lot of people be like, Deborah. Well, Deborah was in subjection to men. You know what I mean? All the holy women in the Bible was. You understand? All of them was. You know what I mean? All the holy women that Ruth, Judith, Deborah, you know what I mean? All of them. With Esther, all of them was in subjection to men, man. You know what I mean? They knew the order. They wasn't out of order, man. Doing whatever the hell they want. You understand? Keep reading.
Who trusted in Yahweh, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husband.
Right, they was in subjection to their own husband. Keep going.
Verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement.
Right, so it said, the previous verse, it said their adornment wasn't that what on their appearance on the outside, but it was subjection. That's what your adornment should be. What's good about you, it should be you, how you submit to your husband. You know what I mean? That's what should be your glory, the best thing about you. Not just you can just dress up and, you know what I mean, put on some makeup and look good. That's not what it should be. You know what I mean? But it's like it said, even as Sarah, you know what I mean, obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, man. What does that tell you?
Your man is your God.
Right, your man is your God, man. Your man is your Lord, man. You know what I mean? Women think in their mind that they can just serve God, you know what I mean? That they servants of the Lord. The Lord don't deal with women. What the Lord said, the flock of my pasture are men. You know what I mean? But the woman's God, the woman's Lord is a man. That's a man. That's who you should be calling Lord, you know what I mean? Your man, you understand? Don't think that you can bypass your man and get to the Lord. Just like the man can't bypass Christ and get to the Lord. It's an order in things, man. You know what I mean? We call Christ the Lord. He's the Lord, man. You know what I mean? He's the king. You understand? Now we know he's different from the Most High, and the Most High is the Most High Lord, you know what I mean? But Christ is, you know what I mean, the king of Israel, man. He's our king. You understand? Is that it on that? All right, now, as a matter of fact, give me the next verse too. Who was reading that? Give me that next verse too.
Verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Right, you got to dwell with your woman according to knowledge. You got to know certain things. You know what I mean? It's also on the men to dwell with their wives according to knowledge, man. You the one that knows, you know what I mean? She's emotional, you the one that's logical. Deal with her according to how you should be dealing with her, man. Don't feed into her emotions. You know what I mean? Now sometimes I'm not saying don't argue with her. Sometimes she argues, you just gonna have to argue with her. You know what I mean? You don't want to submit and just be like, oh, nah, you gotta argue with her. You gotta, you know what I mean, put her in her place. You know what I mean? But also you don't want to feed into her emotions though. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life.
Right, you understand? She's a weaker vessel, but she's heirs to the grace as well, to life, man. You know what I mean? She partakes in the kingdom too. She's getting in the kingdom too. You know what I mean? But you gotta be understand that she is the weaker vessel. There is some problems that you're going to have to deal with her. Because she's weak, man. You know what I mean? That's not saying that she's weak like she just weak. She's just weaker than you. You know what I mean? Like she's not as strong as you can be. So don't think of your wife as, oh, you just some weak, no, it's just she's weaker than you. So there's some things that you might be able to do or not have a problem with that she can't. Why don't you, comfort her, or do it. If you can do it yourself, do it yourself. Do it for her. Or if not, give her some confidence, build her up. Because she's the weaker vessel, man. You know what I mean? And it's just going to be some things that she can't do that you can't do. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with her realizing that you're just a stronger man and I'm not a man and we're not 50-50, we're not equal. I can't do it. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, man. But men, you got to understand that. You know what I mean? Because you are the stronger vessel. You know what I mean? Keep reading. Read that last part.
That your prayers be not hindered.
Right, you understand that your prayers be not hindered. All right, we'll see if I can pull this. Give me this. Oh, I might got 2 more verses depending on how the time go when I end this one. Give me Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha 36 and 22. This might be the last verse. We'll see. 36 and 22.
Another one, God.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance.
Right.
And a man loveth nothing.
Go ahead, Salaki. Go ahead.
And a man loveth nothing better.
Right. It said the beauty of a woman cheereth countenance, man. You know what I mean? Like, seeing your woman, you know what I mean, is righteous, that makes you just feel better, man. It ain't nothing like a man being out on his slavery all day and just like, damn, man, to hell with this, man. And then coming home with a meal cooked, wife loving, you know what I mean? It's just like, damn, that makes everything worth it. You know what I mean? That's how much power a woman got. To make it just so easy for your husband. To make your husband just be like, well, damn, if I didn't have her, you know what I mean? I don't know what the hell I would do. You know what I mean? That's powerful for a woman to have. You talk about a man that's righteous, serving the Lord, and you was his rest. You know what I mean? You're the one where he can just be like, thank God for you. You know what I mean? That's something powerful, man. And that's what sisters got to realize. It's a lot here, sir. You keep bumping the camera all the time. You see the camera? You got to fix it. Go, keep going. Go out, sir.
Not on one time. Verse 23. If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue.
Right, but only if it be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, man. You know what I mean? She's kind. She's meek. You understand? Keep going.
On time. Then is not her husband like other men?
You understand? I mean, if you got a woman like that, you make a separate between your man and other men. You know what I mean? It's something just how a brother just act, you know what I mean, different when he got a righteous sister than when he dealing with a wicked sister, man. You know what I mean? You could just tell, you're like, damn, you must got a good wife. You eating good, yeah, my wife is good, man. You know what I mean? It's a difference, man. That's what a woman can do. You know what I mean? Separate your husband from other men, man. You understand? That's the power of a woman, man. Keep going.
And I don't come, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
Right. When you get a wife, you get a possession, man. You know what I mean? A woman is your possession. You know what I mean? That's what you possess. That's your woman, man. Nobody should be able to spoil or come up against your woman. That's yours. You know what I mean? That's what women got to be. They that possession, man. I mean, this is in the Bible. That's what the Lord said. You know what I mean? Now, a woman is a possession, man. And so that's why you got to choose your possessions right. You know what I mean? Like if you were to get something right that you want to value, you don't get it of a low quality. You get a nice quality. You know what I mean? You get the great quality. You know what I mean? So you're going to get them. So if you get a possession, you better pick the righteous sister, the righteous woman, man. Get something that has value. You know what I mean? Get a sister that values herself. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do, man. Or you can get the stripper and, you know what I mean? You possess a stripper. You know what I mean? Keep going.
One kind. A help like unto himself. pillar of rest.
And it said a help like unto itself and a pillar of rest, meaning a woman could be a pillar of rest, man. You know what I mean? But it said a help like unto itself. What does that mean? That means your woman is like a second you. That's how women should be. Should down to just be a second you, something to help you. It's like you doing all this work, but now you got this woman that's a second version of you, that's helping you. Y'all getting a lot done, man. You know what I mean? A black couple that's in order, you know what I mean? Where the woman in subjection is a power couple, man. You know what I mean? That's a powerful couple. You can't come between them. You know what I mean? And that's how things should be between the black community, man. And that's what the white man fears, man. That's why he devises plans to come up against us to get your woman to go against. Because he knows if that house is well intact and in order, that house is, you can't spoil it. You can't even do nothing against them. You can't get them to smoke no drugs, no weed, no nothing. You cannot destroy them, man. It's to be untouched. You know what I mean? And that's what they fear, man. You understand? Keep going. Is that it on that?
Not on one kind.
All right, we're going to pull this last verse. Give me Ecclesiasticus 6:26 and 14. We're going to pull this last verse. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 14.
Not on one kind. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Right, a silent woman is a gift of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? Silence go a long way, and that is a gift of the Lord. The Lord said, the Lord put a woman on the word, said, when you silent, that's a gift from me, man. You know what I mean? And a mind well instructed, man. That's how you know a sister is righteous, that she got her head on her shoulders. That's how they call it. You know what I mean? A loud woman is not a mind well instructed. Your mind is everywhere, man. You understand? Read that next verse, though. The last verse.
One kind, verse 15. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her contentment mind, and her contentment mind cannot be valued.
Right, you understand? This woman cannot be valued. You can't put a price on this woman, man. You know what I mean? And that's so heavy because nowadays, with sisters out in the world, you can put a price on them. And the price is not very high. What, $40? That's the price you put on women nowadays? $40, man. You know what I mean? But this type of woman, you can't put no price on her. You can offer $1 million, $2 million, not enough. $1 billion, not enough. All the money in the world, you know what? Still not enough. There's no value to this. You can't put a value on it. You know what I mean? It's priceless, man. It's precious. It's something that you can't even value it because it just exceeds the charts, man. You know what I mean? That's the power of a woman, exceeding the charts, man. You understand? And it's so many, you know what I mean, women out there that's wicked that when you find that righteous sister that's in the school, you know what I mean, that a lot of them is right here in the I.S.U.P.K. Most of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when you find that, you done found something that's like a freaking extinct species, man. You know what I mean? Something that just practically just don't exist. You like, damn, I don't even know how this is, you know what I mean? But that's how you do it, man, being righteous. You understand? But with that, I guess we can go over questions. Anybody got any questions real quick? If it's too long, I might just have to go over the next class. Anybody got any questions?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
I had a question on 1 Corinthians 11 and 15. I meant Salaki, verse 14. Is this saying that a man can't have long hair?
No, it's not saying that a man can't have long hair. I know the breakdown. I mean, like I had the breakdown, but it slipped my mind. That's why you got to keep studying. But it slipped my mind. But I get it to you. But no, it's not saying the man can't have long hair. Samson had long hair, right? You know what I mean? So, no, it's not saying that you can't have long hair. It's a metaphor. I forget it right now. Yeah, oh yeah.
It's not saying that a man. It's not a shame for a man to have long hair, because it's saying like what happens to an old man when he get old?
He loses his hair.
If you go to the verse and show you don't, nature teaches you. You gotta go to the verse when it says, "No, nature teaches you that it's a shame for a man to have long hair.
Oh, okay, right.
But when it's saying what it means by nature, it means when a man get old, you know what I'm saying, which is according to nature, his crown of his head, first part he start losing is the crown of his head. He get bald at the crown of his head. But that whole chapter is about the crown of a man's head.
Okay, come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a breakdown on that. You know what I mean? If you didn't hear it or nothing, you know, also Tommy Young of 1,000, he knows everything. So
Right.
you know what I mean? You can just give him a call. He'll let you know. Like I said, I knew that one, but it just slipped my mind. That's why you gotta keep studying. Anybody else got another question? Go ahead, sis.
I don't have a scripture for this particular question, but my question was, is each man accountable for his own sins and actions? And when I say that, I mean children.
Like, what you mean, like children? Like, if you got a child that's sinning?
No, yes. Come on, sir.
You saying, like, are you accountable? I know it's one scripture in there for that. I forget it off the top of my head. So, like, if you saying, like, if a child's sinning, would the parents be held accountable? Or, like, if the parents sinning, would a child be held accountable? It's a scripture that really cuts that right there, that gives you the answer is no. But it's a scripture that just slipped my mind. I'm going to get that to you, though. I know the scripture. I just got to, paraphrase it and look it up. But I'm going to get back to you on that one. But there's a scripture for it. But the answer is no. I mean, yeah, they'll be accountable for their own sins. Like, it's not on you. But it's a scripture for that. I just got to find it. So I'm going to find it and I'm going to get it to you, all right?
Okay,
all right, yeah, on the bar. Somebody else had a question?
Like you said, not a question, just a comment.
Go ahead.
I just want to comment and say excellent scripture breakdown for the class. In listening to how the woman is in her low state, not being righteous, to ending it in her high state, being a righteous woman. It's just beautiful to hear how basically she's priceless. Once you bring that to the woman, because that's not taught to the sisters. That's not taught to them. They don't hear this. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful breakdown.
Right, Most High Christ. I got that scripture too. Somebody, one of the, I can give me Deuteronomy 24 and 16 and Dawada for that, man. I mean, that's Most High Christ right there. That's just the Lord. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 16. The fathers shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin.
Right, you understand? The children and the father's not going to be put to death for the child's sin, man. You know what I mean? If your child is out there, you trying to teach your child and your child is out there sinning, they just out there sinning. You know what I mean? You know, in the Old Testament, that's a lot of times how children became bastards. You know what I mean? If I just disown them, like, you just a sinning, you can't be my child. I don't know who child you is. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you trying to teach your child and they just not listening, they want to do whatever the hell they want to do, and that sin is going to be upon their head, man. All you can do is warn them. What you did, you told them, no, you can't do that, this, that, third, they're not listening, and that's on them, man. You know what I mean? That's on them. You know what I mean? Same thing for a child. If your child's out there sinning, don't got to worry about, you know what I mean, you being put to death, you know what I mean, because of what you did. You understand? Now, when you see, you know, the Lord, when the Lord said he'll visit the sins upon the fathers for the 3 generations, you know what I mean, a lot of people be like, well, my forefathers did this, so now I'm getting punished for my forefathers did. When that's what they don't realize, that, no, you was the forefather that did that. And you just reincarnated in the earth and you're serving out that judgment that you received in your previous life. You know what I mean? But it ain't like, no, okay, I'm like, you know, I'm the pops, I'm the father, and I'm sinning, and now my child got punished for what I did. No, that's not how it happens. You know what I mean? What ends up happening is, you the father, you sinned once you died. Now, you probably got punished from, you know, 3 generations down, and it's not your father that did it, it was you that was, you know, your ancestor. You know what I mean? Like when they go into Deuteronomy 28 and 68, a lot of people don't know that, but when they say, you know what I mean, you shall be sent into Egypt again with ships, You were sitting there, therefore. Now, when Moses said this, he was talking about the ones that was in wilderness with him. So why is it all this time down now, we the ones that got put in the ships? That should happen to, technically that should have happened to Moses and them, right? Not us. We didn't do it. No, we did do it, man. Reincarnation, that's what he was telling them. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? When they say your children, you're going to be your children, man. So that's the breakdown on that. You're not going to be punished for your child's sin, or your child don't be punished for your sins. You know what I mean? It sometimes it might seem like that because of regeneration, reincarnation. You know what I mean? Which is you just being punished for what you did in your past life. Did I answer your question, sis?
Oh, I'm sorry, the water for the breakdown.
All right, no sweat. Anybody else got another question? Damn, we about as a matter of fact, I'm just going to read out about 12 minutes. I mean, hey, we rocking it out. Anybody got another question? All right, everybody else ready to go too. All right, no sweat. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and pass the class off to Officer 1000, Preaching Officer 1000, Thumma Young.
We got the I.S.U.P.K, start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and also in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, my Ishua, 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or the teacher. The priest fund, free will offer for priests, is not mandatory, whatsoever amount you like to give. You can either give the donations to the school in the envelopes right here, or the priest fund in envelopes. And make sure you put donate whatever it is for, put donation or priest fund on there. And if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start to wear all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And for that, our margin would be stand. Men of Israel, we're gonna get one courtesy salute. Amar Shabbat, Amajim, Barak.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, brother, thumb.
What we just said in the English, may the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Yahweh, me hands down, saw, which we turn. Sister's going to stand at a 45-degree angle with your right hand over your left, shine face. And when we say Barak, you put your right hand over your chest. And Barak means bless. Men of Israel, we're going to get one courteous salute. Amar Shabbat, Amajim, Barak.
Yahushua El Thumb, Hashem Yahushua.
What we just said in the English, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yahweh, me hands down, class dismissed.